Hi everyone, in this video I'm gonna tell you how to create responsive Bootstrap table with pagination and search and sorting. I'll show you two different ways to implement it. The first one using JavaScript and HTML without any third-party libraries, and the second one using a library called DataTables, which makes coding such a table much easier and faster. Let's start from the first one. So here we have our table created using Bootstrap styles with features to search, sort, and with pagination. Let's try to search something. Let's find apple. Let's type B. So looks like search is working. There is also sorting feature implemented. We need to click on header cell of column we want to sort. So now this table is sorted by the first column. We can also change the direction of sorting. So each of column can be sorted. And there is also pagination block on the bottom of the table. There are two tables here. The first one implemented using JavaScript without additional libraries, and the next one using DataTables library. There is shown only the first table on the page at the moment. Another one is hidden in styles. Let's show another table for a moment. So here I command this block of code and uncomment this one and save file. Now we can see another table with a little bit another Bootstrap styles, but with the same functionality for previous table. Here we can search, we can sort columns, and here we have pagination. We can also change the number of rows shown at the moment. Let's return the previous table back. Let's return to the HTML code. There is search input to filter by table data. Each of header cells has its own ID and handle sort handler for on-click event. Table data is generated in JavaScript code. There is pagination block here, which is also generated from the JavaScript code. Let's observe the next table and then we will go to the JavaScript code. There is no search input and table data in HTML file, as they are added dynamically in JavaScript code. If we want to use DataTables library, we also need to load additional scripts, jQuery scripts and DataTables library itself. jQuery scripts are optional. If we don't want to use jQuery, there is also a way to use JavaScript instead. Let's go to the JavaScript code and see how all these features are implemented. This function generates data array for our tables. Here we generate 20 data rows. ID is equal index number and each column is equal randomly taken word from those arrays. Then I assign retrieved data to the global data variable. And there is also data to show variable, which consists of data which is shown at the moment. The next function renders the body of table. Here we go through each data item and then assign it as a new table row. Populate table function has page number input parameter and renders data of this specific page. The next function create pagination writes pagination to HTML DOM. Page size is constant and equals 5 items. Function handle page change is a handler for on-click event of pagination item. It retrieves the number of page and then invokes populate table function to render data of the page user clicked on. The next function is a handler of our search input on change event. It retrieves search phrase and transforms it to lowercase. Then we filter out initial data and render the first page of our table and pagination. The next three functions are needed for their sorting purposes. Compare items function is needed to show how sorting should be applied. A and B parameters are items to be sorted. Param is the object parameter to be sorted by, and direction ascending or descending. As we have strings and numbers as values, we firstly check whether two uppercase function can be invoked. Reset buttons function adds sorting direction to columns and removes all previous ones, if they exist. I mean these buttons. The next function is event handler for sorting by specific columns. It determines the column to sort by, the needed direction from temporary added data dir attribute. Then we sort data, reset buttons, and render our table again. And finally, we add needed event listeners and render initial state of our table. And this small piece of code does the same as the previous one. Let's show this table in browser once again. All the needed stuff as sorting, searching, and pagination is already implemented in DataTables library. We just need to initialize DataTable and configure it. Here we specify that we need to apply functionality to table with ID DataTable. Then we specify data to show, columns configuration, and function to handle search. You can go to the DataTables official site and check its features. There are really a lot of available features and they can be easily added to our table. For example, let's go to the extensions and let's imagine we need this autofill feature. So we need just add this line to enable it. Looks great. The list of available features is too long. I think you can discover all features by yourself. Thank you for watching this video. If it was useful, please like it. Bye.